Alola, my fellow knights. I'm back for Zekter's Wacky Sets, and today we're going to look at our first pseudo-legendary in the series, Hydreigon. It was, like all the Pokemon that we've been doing so far, it's been suggested in the comments. So if you want me to look at a specific Pokemon, the weirder Pokemon the better, but don't go too weird because I can't make a miracle happen. But here we have Hydreigon. It's normally supposed to be really fast and hits really hard on the special side. But let's see how much we can tweak that. So let's look at the stats. Yeah, we have enough to work with here. It's gonna be pretty easy to get a couple weird sets out of it. A couple unorthodox sets. I like a couple unorthodox sets. We got some good offensive typing. Not the best offensive typing, but we can still tank quite a couple hits. Like, we only really have to worry about Ice, Fairy, Dragon, and wait, did I say Fairy over here? Ice, Fighting, Fairy, Dragon, yeah, and Bug. So we have to worry about, like, what, 5 typings? Nah, that's nothing. We can totally deal with that. We can get enough defensive bulk out of him. So let's start it off. Let's see what my first weird set is, and it's an Assault Vest. Gotta love the Assault Vest. And we need a defense. We need, like, its defensive counterpart. I'm surprised we only got, like, one new item this gen, and it's shit. It's the Protective Pads. They absolutely have no reason to be an item. But anyway. So we have 156 on the special side of defense. We have Sassy Nature because we need to get the most out of this U-turn. The more damage the U-turn does, the better. So we're kind of like... I wouldn't say... Yeah, we're basically a bulky mixed attacker. Because I forgot I have Bulldoze there. So we're gonna get rid of speed. Because we're not in the... We don't really need it. We don't need it as much. But if you want... I don't have to tell you what to do. Just run Calm. Your U-turns and Bulldoze just do less. But I think Sassy is better. That's just me here being suggesting. Oh my god, I cannot speak. We also got max HP investment, and with the Assault Vest modifier, that's 1.5 times this number. We have 234 special defense, which is higher than Goodra's special defense. I think Goodra's is like 222 or something, and I'm going off level 50 calcs, by the way, just so everybody knows, because I like level 50 more than 100. The numbers are easier to remember. I can't speak, Jesus. But so we have Draco Meteor, Dark Pulse, U-turn, and Bulldoze. This is like a especially defensive, almost pivot. So you switch in, you take a hit, they have to switch out, you go for Draco, lots of damage, your special attack is dropped a lot, then you just Bulldoze, slower their speed, or you turn out, or both. So it's like a defensive pivot. That's all we need to really know. So here we have not a Choice Specs Magnezone, we have a Choice Scarf Magnezone apparently. So here we have a Choice Specs Magnezone versus Hydreigon. Now Magnezone has too much special attack. So we put it up against the Assault Vest set here, and Flash Cannon, the most damage it can do is 35%. So we can easily live 2-3. We can live 2-3. There's a 3%. Has 18.7 chance to 3-hit KO, but Bulldoze here will take it out in 2 hits, and you don't even have to run Bulldoze. That's just if you want to be cheeky and lower speed and switch out with a U-turn. So maybe running minus speed isn't the best idea, but screw it. But Earthquake has a chance to OHKO Magnezone in 1 hit, but Earth Power has a 100% chance to OHKO Magnezone. So take it with a grain of salt. Use whatever you want. I'm just giving you suggestions. So let's move to the next set. Now this one, probably a lot more orthodox. It's kind of standard. I had to put some normal set in there. I can't go crazy. Well, sometimes I go a little crazy, especially with Hawlucha and Audino. Those were fun to do. So we just have full special, full speed, Timid Nature, Draco Meteor, Dark Pulse, Earth Power, U-turn. Now, I don't think Smogon recommended Earth Power. I'm pretty sure they recommend Fire Blast for their Choice Scarf. You got Fire Blast there. Is any Flash Cannons recommended on Life Orb? Do we have Earth Power for any of them? No, it doesn't look like it. I think Earth Power is more useful because Heatran's running around everywhere. And other things that have 4 times weakness to ground. So I think it's just better to have because, you know, you'll find better shit there. So we have Hydreigon here with custom set. Oh. Wait, what? I thought did I not copy paste it right? Import set. Oh no, I just forgot to do this. Well, I'm remembering things. Okay, there we go. So Earth Power, okay, what's a Pokemon that isn't a flying type that we could use? Let's try Scizor, I guess. Scizor. Let's go Choice Band. No, that's probably, yeah, it's a terrible example, but yeah, in this scenario, Flamethrower would be better. Okay, what's a better example? What's something Hydreigon could take advantage of? Alright, I said Heatran. Let's go Heatran. Heatran, OU, offense. No, we don't want offensive Heatran. We want a defensive Heatran because that's normally what happens with Heatran. Alright, so Lava Plume can't do shit to us. Earth Power has almost a guaranteed chance to OHKO it. 81% chance. That's not terrible. And if you didn't have Earth Power, if you had Flamethrower, Dark Pulse would be your best stab here with 38s. And with Leftover Recovery over and over again, you run Timid on Bulky? Okay, I don't understand Smogon anymore. Some of their sets are just stupid. But so are these sets, they're also stupid, so I really can't complain. So yeah, Earth Power just has a higher chance of getting rid of Heatran. I'm having a blank of what other Pokemon are 4 times weak to ground. But I don't think it really matters. Let's get to the third set. So, here we have a defensive Leftovers bulky Hydreigon. So we're going physical bulk this time. If you want, you can even do special bulk. This set can go back and forth. So we have Roost, Payback, Dragon Tail, and Earthquake. So you got a lot. Payback, if they're gonna move, okay, let me just try speaking again. We're gonna run a Relaxed Nature to make our speed go even lower so we can hit Pokemon harder with Payback. So it's 100 Dark type stab, which is really, really nice. And then you have Dragon Tail to make them switch out. So if you have rocks up per se, or spikes, you really can just like screw around with people this way. I don't know if Hydreigon has Roar or anything for fairies instead. No, he does. So if you wanted to, you don't even have to run Dragon Tail. You can run Roar. Then you got Earthquake just to have Earthquake. Let's be honest. If anything can learn Earthquake or Ice Punch, it has Earthquake or Ice Punch 90% of the time. So let's take it in here. Now we'll just do this. Custom set. Earthquake almost has a chance to OHKO. Lava Plume does nothing. Payback is doing a lot of damage with yeah, just run Earthquake. Bottom line, run Earthquake because Heatran's so bulky. Okay, let me think of a Pokemon. Let's go with Landorus Theatron. Let's start there. Landorus. OU offensive. Let's do that. What do we got? So, Stone Edge. We can take 3 Stone Edges if none of them crit. Or Sword Stance doesn't go up. Then hey, if he starts Swords Dancing, Dragon Tail him out. Perfect. And then, what do we got? Full speed, so Payback's doing it's doing an okay amount, but it could have been better. Then we have, we even have Roost, so yeah, we're just one of those bulky Pokemon. That's all we need to be. So that Hydreigon is, this is where we get to the weird sets. But you never know, it might work. Now, something that I figured out, I suppose, is that Flyinium Z Tailwind. It raises your critical hit ratio and pretty much doubles your speed because it's Tailwind. So with Flyinium Z, here, we'll even go here. we'll go here, and I'll tell you what it means. So with Flyinium Z, you'll be able to, one, set up Tailwind. Well, wait, now I'm mixing up words. Oh god. So we're gonna go here. Let's start again. We have Tailwind. The page won't load. Oh, come, give me a break. There. So Tailwind will increase your critical hit ratio by 1. Now, how useful this is, I don't know the critical hit ratio on how high it is. I think it just turns it into moves that are like Night Slash and Cross Poison and shit like that. I think it just gets it to their level, but I'm not entirely sure about that. That's something to look up. But you have basically a higher chance to crit things, and your speed's doubled. And we're running Modest to get the most out of our special attack. So, double 150, you don't even need that much speed investment, but if you want it, take it. And then you have 300 speed, you pretty much outspeed everything in the meta. You're sitting pretty happy there, so. And then we have Dragon Pulse instead of Draco Meteor, because if we're gonna get our critical hit ratio up, we don't want our special attack to be cut in half. So, we're gonna want less power, but no, guess backlash? I guess that's the correct word to use. So there you go, Flyinium Z. And then here's another Choice Scarf set, but this time we go on the physical side. So this time we're going to run Adamant, so if we take 150 here, let me get my calculator. For the Choice Scarf modifier, 150 times 1.5. You have 225 speed, so you're outspeeding base 154 base Pokemon, 154 speed base power, around there, but yeah, so you'll outspeed Pheromosa is what I'm getting at. So you got Outrage, Crunch, U-Turn, and Earthquake. So we're going to get a lot out of U-Turn here because we have a lot of physical attack, and then we got Earthquake as well because we have Earthquake, because you need Earthquake in this game, apparently. You need, I think, the 3 most important types in the meta right now is Ice, Ground, and Fire. If you don't have any of that, something's going to ruin your day. Guaranteed. I haven't said guaranteed in a little bit. But Outrage, because we don't have Dragon Claw, and the only other physical move we have is Dragon Tail, so I guess we're stuck with Outrage. So, just a simple Choice Scarf. That's all we need. There's the calculator. Let's put that. Dragon custom set. Alright. So, Outrage, Crunch, Earthquake, U-Turn. There's Landorus. We're doing about half. Almost. We're getting a little under half there, but what's a better example? What's a Pokemon? Let's go with our old pal Garchomp. Except we'll do the Sword Stance Garchomp this time. Yeah, Garchomp dies to Outrage. That's all we need to know there. But if it's Choice Scarf, we're screwed, because Choice Scarf Garchomp just kills everything in this meta. And what's another good example? What's weak to Dark that's in OU? What's a Ghost type in OU? Hoopa? Hoopon. I know Hoopon Bounds. Dark, but that might work. I don't know. Well, U-Turn will definitely work. Yeah, U-Turn kills it. Oh, Outrage kills it too. There you go. So, yeah, we're getting some good sets with this Hydreigon. And here's the last one. I wasn't able to make a whole bunch of sets for Hydreigon, but I made enough, I think. I think I made enough. So, let's put that there. So we have Dragon Breath, U-Turn, Taunt, and Roost. Basically... Oh, I said basically. Oh god, how many times can I say basically in like 5 minutes? Okay, so we have Dragon Breath, U-Turn, Taunt, and Roost. So what this set's supposed to do is kind of cripple. You're going to stop setup, you're going to stop rocks, you're going to stop recovery, then you have Dragon Breath to paralyze, because you got a 30% paralysis chance. Then you got U-Turn to get out of there, because why not? I mean, instead of Dragon Breath, or Taunt, or maybe even U-Turn, you can run Toxic instead and be a Toxic Styler, but I'm like, let's get a little weird. And if you don't want full special bulk, just put it in physical instead, because Hydreigon can be used both ways, physical and special. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for Hydreigon here. not many sets I can come up with Hydreigon. His move pool was pretty scarce, I must say. I'm kind of surprised because I was assuming his move pool was just a bit better. It was good enough to get a couple sets out of him, but he doesn't have enough weird things that you can run. It's basically Hydreigon, most of the time, is a straightforward Pokemon. You slap a Choice Scarf or a Life Orb on it, you give it Draco Meteor, U-Turn, Dark Pulse, and whatever you need for coverage, Earth Power, Flamethrower. But I got a couple weird sets out of it, so it's kind of okay. So in the comments below, tell me which Pokemon you want me to do next. And I'll probably do it because I don't get a lot of comments, and you could get a weird set for that Pokemon. Maybe you're building a team, maybe you're in a, what are those leagues called? The GBA or the MBL, I don't know, the Pokemon Battle Leagues. If you're in those and it's a draft format. If you're in a draft format, here's a lot of weird sets you can play with. It's kind of fun. I would love to do a draft league sometime. So anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe, things YouTubers say, join my Discord, friend codes in the description. Why? Oh, that was a voice crack. Jesus, I can screw up an outro. I screwed up the outro. Alright, bye.